Hey everybody, this is Daniel. This is my Gecko update blog for July the 3rd, 2009. I do have an update for you tonight. No, I don't have any optimized CMonkey builds available. That will come next week. Maybe as soon as Monday. We'll have to find out. But anyway, for me, it's a pretty big update. And although I say big, it might be little to you, but anyway. Today a check-in occurred. This is that check-in. Obviously, it pretty much does what it states. For those of you who are using Com Central with Mozilla Central, you have noticed that the version of CMonkey that was produced was the same version number that was used just like as if you had been using Com Central with Mozilla 191. Well, obviously, this check-in changes all of that. So now, if you are using Com Central with Mozilla Central, the version of CMonkey that will produce will now be 2.1 pre-alpha 1. And obviously, if you are using Com Central with Mozilla 191, you're going to get CMonkey 2.0 pre-beta 1. So, basically, all it means is that if you're building off of Gecko 192, your version of CMonkey is now going to be a different version, and it's basically the version number has been bumped for CMonkey. And obviously that's a good thing because you don't want two Gecko revisions having the same version. So now what that means as far as my optimized CMonkey builds go is also good news for you as well. Just like I always have in the past when I made my optimized Firefox builds way back when, I always had two branches I worked on at the same time usually, though not necessarily in the same day. But anyway, what that means for you is that you will be getting more builds from me, because I plan on making releases based off of Gecko 191 and Gecko 192, which means you'll be getting CMonkey 2.0 builds and CMonkey 2.1 builds as well. Now obviously the 2.1 version number, just like Firefox 3.6, that probably is not going to be the final version number. So I kind of figure Firefox 3.6 will end up being Firefox 4.0, and CMonkey 2.1 will either be 2.5 or 3.0. Since they went from using CMonkey 1.0 based off of 181 to CMonkey 2.0 that's based off 191, that's what makes my guessing a little bit off on this, as far as will it actually be 2.1, 2.5, or 3.0 at the end. But that part is just all speculation now and nothing to worry about, obviously, because Gecko 192 won't be released probably until mid to late 2010. So that's far off, and obviously we don't have to worry about that now. What we have to worry about is getting CMonkey 2.0 out the door first. So my main focus is going to remain on my Sea Monkey builds based that will be headed for the 2.0 release, though I will release some optimized builds based from Gecko 192 or Sea Monkey 2.1 as well. What I'm going to do is that the folder that is currently called Nightlies on the site that I host my files, I'm going to rename that folder to Nightlies 191, create a new folder called Nightlies 192. I will only do that once I get my a optimized Sea Monkey 2.1 pre-alpha 1 build put up. Right now I do have a personal test build of Sea Monkey 2.0, Sea Monkey 2.1 pre-alpha 1 running right now. I'm running obviously my test on it. Currently my results are a little bit mixed, so that's why I'm saying at least next week will be when I make optimized Sea Monkey builds, and the builds I make next week may only be based off of Gecko 192, because I don't anticipate a lot of changes between now and the code freeze for Sea Monkey 2.0 Beta 1. Obviously, there's also been a post at Planet Mozilla that basically does confirm the code freeze dates that I set out and mentioned in my last entry. So those dates are correct. The only question in it is about the time, because for some reason they're still saying it still shows on their Pacific Standard Time, although I think they mean Pacific Daylight Time, because if they meant Standard Time, then I would be off an hour, but it wouldn't matter to me, because still an hour after 11:59 would be 12:59 a.m. So to me it wouldn't make much difference. Obviously to the people in the mountain time zone it would be the same day to them, but for anyone east of there it still wouldn't matter, because it would be after midnight. But that's just technical details that I'm not worried about. The times that I posted, that's pretty much what I think are right. At least we know the dates are right. I'll put it like that. The time really doesn't matter as much as the date. The date is really what matters. Now, of course, you know, I did not put the time for the target release, because honestly, you don't know what time of day it's going to be released. And I'm obviously only going to put the data on there that needs to be on there. But, yeah, so, looks like for those people who are willing, I am also going to have Sea Monkey 2.1 based builds available coming soon. And I may have a couple more Sea Monkey 2.0 pre-beta 1 builds before the code freeze. Obviously, as this is the Gecko Update blog, you'll know more about it when that time comes. Just like I said in my general video blog, if you are one that don't listen to all of that stuff, I want to wish everybody a happy 4th of July. Have a safe and happy 4th of July. I actually don't even know if I mentioned it in that blog, and if I didn't, I'll pop up an annotation on there, because I meant to say that. But, yeah, have a happy, safe 4th of July. I am Daniel Peter, and I will see you next time.